Good morning. My name is Ron Yu, and I work for a foundation based down in Redwood City, down the peninsula, called All Stars Helping Kids. It's a foundation that's been around for almost 20 years now, and it may be, the founders may be a little bit earlier than your time, but we work with a lot of professional athletes here in the Bay Area. Ronnie Lott, down in LA, Marcus Allen, over in Dallas, Emmett Smith. You actually may know him from his Dancing with the Stars days. But it's been a nice ride. The last couple of years I've been with the foundation, and my path has been in education, teaching, nonprofits. Also on the for-profit side, a bit on the consulting side, small technology companies, all with the idea of getting back into working with the community. So I'm back where I wanted to be, and it's been a good ride for the last couple of years, and gotten to know Summer Search this past year, so I'm excited to continue that relationship. So questions around self, family, and community. When first asked to be part of this panel and talking about everyday leaders, scratching my head, wondering, everyday leader. That's actually something that I find a hard time kind of associating myself with, the term leader. And so as I'm wont to do when I'm faced with a challenge or a question, I start to noodle around a little bit and ask myself questions, everyday leader, everyday leader, leading every day. And I do kind of play a little bit outside the rules once in a while. So I flipped it around a little bit and started thinking about it as leading every day. And what do you do, or what have I done for myself on the family level as well as on the community level? And it seemed to make a little bit more sense. And so if you bear with me, I'll talk through those three areas a little bit. For myself, leading every day, my journey probably started much earlier, but memory starts to go with a little bit of age. But when I was 15, my father actually passed away from a heart attack at that time. And growing up as a son of a neurosurgeon, I think I was actually able to experience a lot of things, both travel and opportunity. But as you would imagine, with the passing away of your father, there's a bit of a kind of a time to look in the mirror and a little bit of reflection. And the point that I'm reflecting back upon now is really kind of an awareness, kind of a growing up in a lot of ways. At 15, being the only son in a family, my mom has survived his passing, and I had two younger sisters. The thing that everyone mentioned to me, both relatives and family and friends, was, you're the man of the house now. And, I nodded dutifully and said, yeah, of course. I had no idea what that meant. But what it did strike upon me was just the awareness piece. I still don't necessarily know what being the man of the house means, but what I learned from that period of time, and I think what I've taken through the rest of the years, is really kind of listening, learning, being aware of the fact that you actually have a role to play, whether it's for your family immediately, whether it's for your community, or whether it's just for yourself. So I take from kind of from this and the question about what do I do to challenge myself to develop every day as a leader, it's being aware. It's being aware of you, your surroundings, your impact, what can you do? And that leads a bit into the family piece, where leading every day, being Chinese and growing up, I was comfortable with that concept that a family is a large number of folks. Everyone's an auntie, everyone's an uncle, everyone's a cousin, and if you think about it, that means there's over 1 billion aunties, uncles, and cousins, and papas and kungkungs all around the world. So that's a lot of folks in your family. But that's still a fairly narrow definition. And I'll bring you to a time when actually I just graduated from college. I joined an organization called Teach for America, who I believe may be in and around today. And I taught over in Oakland for a couple of years. I taught third grade, teaching in a school in the Fruitvale district, 40th and Foothill, Jefferson year-round at that time. And I was the only male elementary school teacher joining a staff of about 35. 2, I was the only minority teacher that had less than 2 years of experience at that time as well. And I came in with a group of other Teach for America, now alum at that time. And